Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So this is the part 3 and the last part of this motion graphics CV template tutorial. So in this part I'll tell you how I have created these slides. If you like my work, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel. And if you have any feedback or any comments, please let me know in the comment section. So let's start. Hello everyone. So in the last part of this series, we have learned to create this slide. So let's move forward. So let me simply duplicate this slide by pressing Ctrl D. And now let me rotate this as horizontal line and bring it somewhere here. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I'm just copying this bond text box from here to here. And let me just duplicate this one more time and let us place it here. Okay, and let's say this is this. Let's replace this bond text with on. Okay, so you get something like this. Now go to shape format and fill this shape with the blue color, and for this text I'm selecting this black color. Okay, so you'll get something like this. Okay, now let me quickly insert two rectangles here. I'll tell you the purpose why I have inserted these rectangles later in this part. So let's insert one rectangle and send this to back, create one more copy and place it here. Okay, now let's go back to this slide and select these three circles and let's place them here and then adjust their positions. So let me see, let us place it something like this. Okay, if you want to change, you can change their color, but I'm not changing. I'm just now let's select this starburst animation and copy this also on our this slide. Okay, now let's duplicate this starburst and let's place it somewhere here. Okay, now to show the date of birth into DD, MM and YY format, you have to insert these text boxes. You start with D, then press enter, press 0, then again enter 1, 2, 3, and till wherever you want to move, till 9 you can mention maximum. Similarly, for month you can start with M, and you can insert all the month from January to December, and for years you can start with YY, and then you can mention these years. Okay, so I'm not inserting, I'm just simply copying this from my original slide and I'll just place them here. You'll get something like this. Then you can send these numbers to back, so you'll get something like this. Okay, perfect. Now these two rectangles will act as a cover when we will scroll these dates, months and years. These rectangle will act as a cover for that basically. So now for these rectangles you can select both of them and you can select the same black color as their shape fill, and you can select this with no outline. Okay, so you'll get something like this. Okay, now let's go to the animation tab and open the animation pane. So you can see some of these are already having animation because we have copied them from our earlier slide. Now select this bond and on text box and select this fly in animation for them. This will be our first animation, so I'll select them as my first animation. Let me increase their duration as 1, and let's say they'll start with previous. The only thing which we have to change is their direction. So this bond I'll select from left and this on I'll select it from the right side. Okay, perfect. So till here we are good. On this bond text box I want to add one more animation, that is my font color animation. So I'll go and add that animation here. I'll select this font color like this and let me bring this bond after this fly in animation, and this will start with previous. Now go to the effect option of this particular animation and select this multicolor style from here. Okay, so you'll get something like this. Perfect. Okay, till here we are fine. Just ensure like these stars and all are having the correct animation. So if you can see like this disappear or exit animation is just coming beside this, so you have to adjust this. So let me quickly adjust this. Now select these text boxes and apply some appear animation on them as well. Okay, now select this first text box and select this as start after previous. Okay, so go to the transition tab and apply this morph transition on this slide. Now let's see how it is playing. So if we play from our previous slide, which is this, it will play like this. Okay, so we are good. Now let's duplicate this slide. From this slide I don't need this animation on these text boxes, so I'll remove this animation. I don't need the animation on these born on also, so I'll remove that animation also. And I'll just simply create this scrolling effect. So if you want to learn that scrolling effect, please refer to my earlier video. You can find the link of that video in the video description of this part. Inside some rectangles here basically. Okay, then send them to back. Let me select some color for this, so I'll select this blue color, and let me go to the animation pane and apply this fade animation on this. And this will be my first animation, so it will come here. Let's say this will start with previous. Okay, just ensure like it is appearing into the middle. Let's duplicate this and place it here, then again send it to back. Let's bring this into the middle, and let's select some other color. So I'm choosing this color. Now again duplicate it, and you can select some different color for this as well. So let's select this pink color and send to back. Okay, so by default it will have this animation here. Okay, now let's see how it is playing. So this is our slide 20. It will play like this. Slide 21 will get something like this. Perfect. Now let me quickly insert one rectangle, and let's rotate that rectangle like this. Okay, let's align this rectangle into the center and middle part, and let's zoom out, and let's increase this size so that it will cover the entire slide. So this will be my first, and here I'll apply the basic zoom animation. So I'll before that let me select some color for this matching with our one of those text boxes color. So this will be my first color. Let's go to the animation, go to the more entrance effect, and apply the basic zoom animation. Okay, and then this will start after previous. Now simply duplicate this rectangle and select some different color. So let me select some other color this time. So let me select this purple color, and let's duplicate one more time, and let's select some other color. So we are good. Now if we play from slide 19, it will play something like this. Okay, perfect. If you want, you can add some further delay here. So let me add some delay of around 1 second. So after completing everything, it will wait for 1 second, and then it will move to the next slide. Okay, so we are done till here. Okay, so after this slide, you have to insert one more slide, and you have to format this background as this, the similar color which was our last rectangle color. Okay, now let's close this format background. Okay, so now let's bring these text boxes. I have copied these text boxes from my previous slide just to save some time. Okay, now let us go to the animation pane and apply this float in animation for this my text box. Okay, let me open the animation pane also, and after this I'll add one more animation on this, that is line animation, and I'll select this direction towards left. Okay, so for now it is traveling a little further. Let me reduce this traveling point to somewhere here. So let's select both of them, and then select this start with previous. Here let me reduce this duration to somewhere around 1.5, and let me add some delay so that it will play after this animation is over. Let me reduce this duration also, and then let's reduce this duration also here. Okay, so till here we are fine. Now let's add one line animation on this as well, and let's select this line direction as right. Okay, and we need this to travel a little further. Okay, so let's say I want it to travel till this point. Okay, and this will also start with previous, obviously with some reduced thing. Let us see how it is playing now. Okay, so we are good till here. Now let's go to this inside shape and add one rectangle here on top of this. This will act as a cover for our qualifications text box. So let's select no outline here, and for shape fill you can select the same color as your background color. Now if you play all these animation, it will appear like this. Okay, only thing like this, we have to bring it on top of this cover. So I'll just say bring to front, and now if I play, it will play something like this. Okay, so once these animations are over, I need them to be disappear. So let me add some exit animation also. So let me select this fly out animation here, and this will start after previous, obviously with some delay. Say let's add a delay of around 0.75 second, and this qualification text box will also disappear. So let me add one exit animation on this also, so that will be fly out only, and this will start with previous. Now for this I need this to go to left, and this I need to go to right. So let's change this direction from here. Let's increase this duration to 1 second. Okay, perfect. So till here we are good. If I have inserted this building and this animation, so if you want to learn this animation, you have to refer one of my previous video. I'm not telling you about all these animations and all. If you want to learn, you can refer to that previous video. The link is in the video description. Now let me quickly copy this these education items here to here. You can find this icon under this icons field. Okay, so let me quickly duplicate and let's bring it here somewhere. Okay, perfect. So till here we are fine. Now for this I want to add one animation, so let's select both of them and let's apply this float in animation. Okay, so now let's select both of them and select this start after previous. Now this will start with previous. Okay, so till here we are good. Now for this ambient detect also I'll apply the same float in animation, and this will also start with previous. And then this education timeline, so here also I'll apply the same float in animation, and I'll change this direction to down. And here in the effect option, it's like this start with previous. Okay, so till here we are good. Now let me quickly insert one line here, and let's select this outline color as blue, and the weight I'll choose 4.5 point. And on this also I'll apply one fade animation, and this will also start with previous. Now let me quickly copy this or duplicate this line and paste it here. Okay, now let's see how this entire graphics is playing. Okay, so it is playing something like this. Perfect. Only this straight connector we need to place. So let's say this will come here, and let me place this after our MBA. Let's bring this retake box down. Okay, so we'll get something like this. Now I'm adding a delay of around 0.25 seconds here, and this I'll say start with previous, so it will automatically take that much delay. Okay, so we are good. Now if you play this entire animation, it will play something like this. Now let me insert one big rectangle here, which will be of similar height and size of this slide. So let me try to draw that rectangle on top of this slide. Okay, and now let's move this rectangle into the right side. Okay, let me go to animation and apply one line animation. So I'll apply this line animation, and this direction will be towards left. Okay, and it will start after all our animation. So, and let me add some delay also. So once all our animation is over, it should start after 1 second. Okay, now let me adjust this length. Now let me quickly duplicate this, and let's reduce this size, and let's change this color also. So go to shape format. Let's say I'll select this color, and let's bring a little further. Let's select no outline. Okay, so we'll get something like this. Now this already has the same animation because we have simply duplicated that rectangle. So let's select this start with previous, and in this particular rectangle we need to apply one more animation. So I'll go and apply one exit animation. So I'll say this will disappear after everything is over. So this will start after previous. Okay, so till here we are good. If we play this into the full screen, it will play like this. Now just to give some extra effect, I have simply copy pasted these other elements, and I have just copied them here and I have pasted on top of this slide. And for this star base I have selected the same color, which is of this color actually. So let me quickly select the same color. Okay, so we have to apply this appear animation on these two circles. So let's say this is appear animation, and it will start when that starburst animation will come. Gotcha. Now let me quickly insert one new slide and format its background. And for this background color I am selecting the same color which was there for this cover. Okay, now let me go to my original slide and copy this left side part. So if you're interested in learning this, creating this left side part, please refer to my earlier video which is available there, and the link is given in the description below. So you can refer that circle infographic video and you can learn this animation. Now let me quickly insert some couple of rectangles here. So let's say I'll select this blue outline color, and let me see, let me say this is around 0.9 to 0.6. Okay, I think it is perfect. Now let me create some copies. So let us create some 10 copies. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, perfect. And let me duplicate this, create some more copies here. Okay, perfect. And then let's select these one and fill these with the same color, which is of our outline color. Okay, so you will get something like this. Now you select this and choose no fill on this. Go to animation and select the wipe animation and select the direction from left. Okay, now if you open the animation pane, you can see there are a couple of other animations also, which is for this left side part, and then we have applied this animation also. So let's bring this to its correct place, so it will play after this subheading one background. Okay, and let's see, I'll select this is start after previous. Okay, so you'll get something like this. Okay, now let's select all these rectangles and let's place them on top of this filled rectangles. Okay, then let us insert one rectangle on top of this. Okay, for time being I'm selecting this fill color as pink so that it is visible and you'll be able to know what we are doing here. And then let me send it to backward, so you have to click it 10 times so that it will go behind this. Okay, then you select this rectangle and go to animation pane again, apply the line animation on this and select the direction as right. Okay, so you'll get something like this. Then let me adjust this path. Okay, and then this rectangle will come after this rectangle 47, and this will start after previous. Okay, so if I play from here to here, it will play like this. Okay, and just one last thing which you have to do is like you have to fill this with the same color which is of your background color. Okay, and then select the no outline. So now if I play from here till here, you can see it will play like this. Okay, perfect. So we are good till here. Now let me just simply copy paste this entire thing. So let me duplicate this and let me place it over here. And let me create one more copy. Okay, perfect. And then you have to arrange these. So this will be our second, this will play after our subheading 2. So let me place it here, and then third one is automatically it will come at its place. Perfect. So we are good till here. Only thing, like we have to make some changes with the color, so let me quickly do that. Okay, so we're done. So let's see how it is playing in the full screen. Okay, so we have to make some adjustment with their placement, so let's drag them to the right. Okay, and then in the animation pane you can adjust this path duration for some of them. Good, now let's see how it is playing. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're done with this slide. Now let's insert, let's remove, close this animation pane and added some rounded rectangle here, and let's make them round at the top and bottom. Okay, so let's select this as 4.3, and then you can select this with some other color, whatever color you like. So let's say I'm selecting this blue color only, and I'll select this as no outline. Okay, so this is fine. Now let's add one duplicate rectangle here. Just place it beside this. Okay, now let's insert one circle at the bottom. Just make sure like this circle will cover this curve. Okay, and then you can subtract this circle from here. Let me just do some adjustments. Okay, so we're good. Now let's duplicate both of them and then place like this. Okay, so we're done. Okay, so let me select this with some other color. So I'll select this purple color. Now let me select this color. Okay, perfect. Now let me quickly add some animation here. So let's select all of them and apply this fly in animation and select this direction from top. Okay, and let's increase their duration to minimum 1.25, and let me open this animation pane. So this is 1.25, and let's select this as start after previous, or maybe let's say I'll start this on a click. Okay, then let me have some delays here and there. Now if you play from here, it will play something like this. Okay, perfect. So we are good. Now let's inside one more blank slide. So like this, and then you can format its background and fill this with the same color which we have selected for our previous slide. Okay, okay, okay. Now let's go to this slide and copy paste this animation elements from here and simply paste it on our original slide. For this, these two circles, I'll select the same color which is of our background, and let me bring this to here, and let me duplicate this star. Let's move it into the center of the slide. I don't need this small hollow circle. I'll just select this circle and this star shape, and then I'll increase their size basically. Okay, so you get something like this. If you want, you can make it a little bigger. Okay, perfect. Now let me quickly insert one more circle on top of this, and then let's align it to the center and middle of this circle. Okay, so till here we're good. Now let me quickly go to the original slide and copy paste this contact information from here to here. Let me do some adjustments. Okay, perfect. So we are good. Now let me quickly open the animation pane, and as you can see, like there are a couple of animations which are already there. So let me apply the same basic zoom animation on this circle as well. Now let me select this as fade animation, and this oval will come first, and then this will start after previous. Okay, this will also start after previous, and this star point 10, which is this one. I'll add one more animation here, that will be spin animation. Okay, and this will come here. This will play start with previous, let's say, and this will also play start with previous with some delay. And this star, I'll make it repetition as until end of slide, so it will keep on rotating. And then there is this exit animation also coming, so I don't need this exit animation, so I'll delete this exit animation. And then now let's see how it is playing. Okay, so it will place like this. Perfect. So we are done with this tutorial part 3. I hope you have liked this entire tutorial series. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share my channel. So this is the end of this entire series. I hope you have liked all these 3 parts. If you have any feedback or any comment, please let me know. If you want to know anything specific, please don't hesitate to comment in any of these parts, and I'll definitely help you with that query. Thank you.